I died. The experience was, you know, there's no bright light, none of that shit. What it was, what I remember, I was just like sitting there by myself. I was in I don't know what I was sitting on, but I was sitting. I remember that, and it was just completely pitch black around me, nothing at all, and it was completely quiet. I just remember like thinking of like my friend, and I was like, holy shit, like just remembering, like, oh my God, I probably fucked him so bad. And I started to think about him, and then I started to think about my parents and all that kind of stuff. And that's when I remember coming to, like just having like a surge of coming to. I don't know, you know, I don't know if that's what really brought me back, or if it was the chemicals that they put inside my body or whatever it was, but I didn't want to hurt anybody else, you know, like when I was doing all that, I only wanted to hurt myself. If anybody was going to get hurt, I didn't want to hurt anybody else. And I started to think, he's fucked if I die. And then I just started thinking about how my parents would have been hurt if I would have just died there. And then they would have blamed him, which it wasn't even his fault. And I didn't think that was fair, you know. And then I remember just coming back, and then everything else took its course, you know. But that was my death experience. No light, no tunnel, complete darkness. Not fun. Like tripping over stuff. I didn't trip over anything, but it, you know, could have. It was dark. It was 98, I continued using drugs for like a good year and a half after that. I started using heroin again like a good 6 months after that. That I decided to start shooting heroin, which is probably a smart thing to decide to do, you know? It's probably the best way to go, you know? You're snorting it, you go down hardcore like that, and then you decide, what the fuck? I'll just start putting it in my veins, you know? It's a pretty intelligent prospect. I started seeing this girl that I was serious about, and at first I had no intention of stopping because she was hanging out with me when I was still using. We were like eating dinner or something like that, and she actually said to me, she's like, well, you know, if we're actually going to be serious about each other, you can't do this anymore. And shortly after that, like I just kind of woke up one day and I just didn't have any desire anymore. I don't know why that was. I don't know if it was her or myself or what it was, but I just didn't want to do it. Things just change. You know, like I ran into this girl that I used to party with all the time. And I mean, and now she's getting divorced, but, you know, she had gotten married and had 2 kids, which is just a strange thing. Strange, really strange. Especially considering that I was, you know, over her house like every night, fucking doing lines of coke and staying up all night and drinking and shit like that. And now she's got two children. For the longest time, like for as far as I can remember, I always had this urge and this need to get fucked up. I couldn't be sober at all. And I guess to a certain extent still, I'm like that. I drink too much. I know that, you know. At least I can, maybe I won't be fucked up for a few days, you know. I won't be drunk, I won't be whatever. But for a long time I had to do something. If I wasn't doing something, I wasn't happy. I was struggling to, I guess, sort of learn how to like just cope with being me just without any sort of aid in being me, you know, which is now just less fun, you know. But hell, whatever.
Well, I always play Russian roulette in my head. 17 black, or 29 red. How far from the gutter? How far from the pew? I will always remember to forget about you. Good man is hard to find. Only strangers sleep in my bed.